All right, let's talk about that big game last night. The confetti's been swept up, but the commercials from the big game are still stealing the spotlight. Some made us laugh and some made us emotional, and a few had us saying, did y'all see that? We're rounding up our favorite spots everyone's buzzing about today. So we have Trent Walters, brand principal at TRG, joining us this morning to help break them all down. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm great. How are you?
I'm so good. You feeling a little sleepy this morning? Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Come
Let's
on
talk.
now.
Let's go.
I like it. All right. So how would you grade this year's ads? And did you notice a theme? Do you think there was one?
This year was probably right in the middle. There's been stronger years in the past.
I agree.
And a lot of the people that I was hanging out with were kind of like, they're okay. But there were some bright spots I think we can talk about.
Okay, yeah. So let's talk about some favorites. We're starting with Rocket Mortgage. Tell me more about this one.
Rocket Mortgage was one of my favorites. It was about folks moving into town and sort of having a hard time maybe making friends and getting connected to the community. And then the storm sort of brings everybody together, which I thought was a really great narrative, particularly in the times we live in today.
Yeah.
And I moved a lot as a kid, so...
You were able to connect with it. It was relatable. It
resonated with me a lot.
Yes, indeed. But you know what? Also very timely for a lot of people in the country, especially they've just gone through a storm themselves.
Exactly.
They know what it means to bring community together. And so I think this was a great representation of that for sure.
Exactly.
Now, you also noticed a theme with AI throughout a ton of the commercials, including one for Amazon Alexa.
Amazon Alexa, that was one of my favorite ones. This whole thought that AI is coming in and it's going to kill us and take us over. Maybe AI can do more than what we actually think it can do, and the way that they just told a story and kind of kept you engaged and you wanted to kind of see where it went, I thought that was really fun, and I thought it was a neat way to show what AI can do for you in real life.
Yes, indeed. But also, can we get in the fact, because we love a good celebrity appearance. I mean, Chris Hemsworth looks wonderful as always. He's like, yeah, I guess.
Sure, whatever. Whatever you say.
But I love that he always includes his wife in everything he does.
That's
and
great.
You saw his wife just now in that clip. Now, let's talk about Nextfinity. That saves the Jurassic Park theme park. Tell me more about this one.
Love the nostalgia of that. What if Jurassic Park never happened because the internet never shut down and the internet was able to get everything back online and you were able to enjoy Jurassic Park the way it was intended without all the crisis and all the drama. So that was just a really neat way to kind of bring nostalgia back into the play and show you what the power of Xfinity could be if you had that for your home.
This is so different, and I love that they got some of the original actors as well. It really just drives it home.
Super fun.
So good. Oh, look at, come on, Goldblum. Yes, indeed. All right, now your final favorite, it was Grubhub. So who will you feel, do you think this connected with the most as far as when it shows up on screen?
It probably resonated with auditory learners, as my wife calls me. It's just the idea of Grubhub will eat the fees. Grubhub will eat the fees. Ever since I saw it, it's like that's the only thing that I can remember. And so next time I'm ordering something and I get a fee from someone else, I might be like, do I need to pay this? No, Grubhub will eat the fees. Maybe I need to go to Grubhub.
There
and so
you go.
it may not have been the most creative ad, but in terms of memorability and what you're going to retain when you leave, very, very sticky.
And that's the most important part about a commercial is what you can retain from it. Honestly, I have to be honest in the fact that that one kind of went over my head because when I just saw the lower third pop up, I'm like, okay, the feast. Okay, everything is turning into each other or playing into each other. Do you think most of the commercials did that this year as far as taking some extra time to really think about what the message is that they're sending?
I think so. I think everyone really tried to be purposeful with what they were doing. I think they tried to really entertain and be engaging as they were putting together the work. And so it was fun, but I think it was just as good as anything else.
Okay, so I have to get to a few little wacky ones from yesterday because we saw, I mean, singing clumps of hair. We saw one with a Pringles boyfriend. Tell me about this one right here.
The Super Bowl wouldn't be the Super Bowl without some wackiness. So you got Manscaped, the singing clumps of hair, definitely speaking to a very specific audience, just some way to capture your attention and draw you in. So, and then you've got Pringles with Pringilelio or however they're saying it, just a wacky way to have a boyfriend made out of Pringles.
I love that they use Sabrina, though. She's the perfect person to use for this.
She's sick of this. She wants a real man.
Come
she wants somebody
now.
made out of Pringles.
But also, she's perfect for the commercial because she does music videos so well. And you can tell it's definitely a play on the music video for sure. Also, I think the wacky one with the talking hair, I think it's relatable for everybody. You saw a wife in there shaving her husband. Everybody can get in on the fun. You think there was a worst one? Any ones that, like, missed the mark?
I was not a fan of the Hellman's commercial with the guy, the
Hellman's? It's the mayo, right?
Yeah, Hellman's mayo.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't a big fan of that one as much. Neil Diamond is his name.
Okay,
Neil
I
Diamond.
see.
It was a little bit kind of.
I see. It was too right on the money. Yes.
It was a little straight. It wasn't my cup of tea, but there are going to be a lot of people in our industry that really love that. That kind of humor, that kind of wacky, really resonates well with us.
I love this. This is so much fun. This is
Thanks
probably the best part of the big game, right?
Yeah, this is great.
Especially as a marketing professional like yourself. All right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
We
Thanks for
greatly
having me.
appreciate you. Yes, indeed. You can watch all the spots, you guys, that you missed at admeter.usatoday.com/2026.